What's up, guys? So today I'm here to provide you with 4 different ways you can add power to your serve, and I'm going to explain them in a way that everybody can understand. So here we go. First thing you can do to add power to your serve is to learn this thing called wrist pronation. Wrist pronation is just a fancy way of saying that at your point of contact, you're snapping your wrist and you're adding racket head speed by snapping your wrist, okay? So the best way to learn wrist pronation is to simply just choke up on your racket, hold it like a hammer though, not like a frying pan, okay? And then when you hit the ball, you want your palm to rotate to the side, out to the side like this, so that your wrist snaps, and then the butt cap should be pointing up at the sky as you're finished. So it looks like this. I snap my wrist down, and then my butt cap points up at the sky. Second thing you can do to add power to your serve is this thing called the shoulder over shoulder method. So when you toss the ball up, try to go in a tennis trophy pose. When you go to your tennis trophy pose, make sure that you lower the back shoulder so that it's lower than the front shoulder. So my back shoulder is lower than my front shoulder, and then it'll act like a teeter-totter or seesaw. As my left arm drops, my right arm comes up. As my left arm drops, my right arm comes up. Great way to add some speed to your serve. So it looks like this. I'm gonna drop my back shoulder and then come up. Ooh, that was a good one. Okay, next thing. Next thing you can do is simply just loosen up your grip. So you should be holding it like a hammer, right? But when you hold it like a hammer, you wanna be able to see some space here in this, what I call a V. So your thumb and your pointer finger make a V. And you want to see a little bit of a crease here, because that crease, when you move forward, the racket will be bouncing back and forth in the crease. So if I squeeze my racket too hard, now there's no crease, there's no space here in the V. And then if I hold it tight, there's no bounce back. I'm actually not getting as much racket head speed as I can, okay? And also another helpful tip I have for you guys, have some space between your first 2 fingers. Your pointer finger is kind of like a hook on the racket supporting it, and then the thumb should be grabbing the middle finger just for additional security and extra support. And then if I combine that with the loose grip and I have my trophy position, as I rotate forward, you're gonna see the racket bounce back and forth, and I could get a ton of racket head speed just from doing that. And then another thing you can do is actually even put your wrist in a little bit so that it goes in, out, in. So just picture a whip in your head. Just almost looks just like I'm using a whip. So ready? In, out, in. In, out, in. So now the last way to get power on your serve is to learn how to use your legs, okay? The strongest part of your body. So there's 2 ways you can go about this. I have one way that anyone can try. Literally anybody could do this. The second way is more for higher level players or people who are more gifted athletically, okay? So the easier way to use your legs here, okay? This thing is called a donkey kick. So I'm going to bend my back leg, and as I do my serve, I want to push the ground as hard as I can with this back leg so that when I go into the ball, my back leg should come up. The reason it's called a donkey kick is because it looks like you're kicking back, okay? So that just looks like this. I push the ground, okay? And then hopefully you guys saw my back leg come up. And then the other way is to actually get off the ground with both feet, get up in the air. So this is for people who are more athletic. The goal of jumping into your serve is to make your contact point as far in the court as possible and as high as possible. Because if it's farther in the court and higher, that means you're hitting the ball down. If you hit the ball down, you get more power, right? So some of the best servers in the world, one thing they have in common is that they're all really tall, because they have that advantage. Their trajectory allows them to hit that ball down. So just want to show you guys a few jump serves. Just watch how my contact point is higher because I'm using my legs to jump up towards the ball, and then that allows me to hit down more. So here's just what a couple jump serves look like. Just watch how my feet leave the ground, and that helps me produce more power, obviously. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, easy power, just from the legs. Easy power. I bend down, and I jump. Try to explode up into that ball. Also toss it in front of you so that you can hit down more. One more time. Air toss. All right, and there you guys have it. So learn how to pronate your wrist, learn how to loosen up the grip so that the racket bounces back and forth in your hand, learn the shoulder over shoulder method, learn how to use your legs. If you can do even one of those 4 things or 2, then you'll add a ton of power to your serve. Good luck to you guys. If you have a question, drop a comment below, and see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.